I want to address my crush on Nick Sturniolo. David Dobrik, at the end of the day, he's a shit human, and if you support him, I don't want to hear about it. Hi, welcome back. Welcome back to the podcast. Hi, how are you? Doing good, great. The greatest you've ever been. Sorry, that was my Trump impression. Welcome back to the podcast. I'll stop. Hi, how are you guys? Welcome to episode number 2 of Online Outrage! Online Outrage. Welcome to Online Outrage episode 2. The first episode, I recorded it, and turns out that the mics weren't even plugged in properly. So hopefully today will be a little bit more smooth with it. The audio should be a little bit better than episode 1. Again, this is my very first time ever doing anything solo, besides my first ever YouTube channel. I'm really excited. Episode 2, we're doing some hot topics today. We're going to be talking about my crush on Nick Sturniolo. I'm super excited. Anyways, sorry, I just got out of breath a little bit there because I just screamed basically in the mic. You're welcome for that, by the way. I don't know if you guys can hear, but my cat's over there screaming because I have the window partially open because it gets so hot in my room, and she wants to go out the window, of course, but she's an indoor cat, so she's over there freaking out because she can't get through the little hole because she's a little fat cat. Anyways, today's episode is going to primarily revolve around like my dating life and also TikTokers for some reason. For some reason, those two things go together. Who knows why? Anyways, let's talk about my dating life because or lack thereof, if you will, because my dating life is almost non-existent, but I do have a good fun story for you guys. So my first topic is how Grindr sucks. If you are a gay man or apparently a straight couple who want to explore, more on that later. Grindr is a dating app, if you will. I guess now it's more of a hookup app, but it's meant for gay men. And I had my first experience. Oh my god, I had my first experience with it as soon as I turned 18. I downloaded the app and I was like, all the gay people are on this. I should be on it. No, I shouldn't. First of all, if you are an 18-year-old gay boy thinking about downloading Grindr, don't. Unless you just want to do hookups, casual hookups with like 35, 65-year-old men. And yeah, there's no in between. It's always 35 or 65. No in between. It's crazy. It's crazy. Like, how many old men I've had hit me up is insane. Like, oh my goodness. I have like layouts on my MacBook for you guys so I can like try to keep on track for my topics. But you know what? Whatever. Who cares? Who cares about organization when I have this? Anyways, I've had like 65-year-old men hit me up. Like, literally within this last week, I've had maybe 3 men over 60 years old of age hit me up. I'm like, I don't really get it. So these 65-year-old men, per se, are probably they're probably more horny than teenagers or young adults, which is insane to me. You just get hornier as you get older. Crazy. And what is a 65-year-old doing hitting up a 19-year-old? I had one, he was maybe not 65, maybe more like the 50s, but he's like, can my first time with a man be with a 19-year-old? Or can my first time getting in the ass be by a 19-year-old boy? Are you down? Are you interested? No! I am not interested! I don't understand it. Somebody come get your fucking grandpa. Okay? Because, what the fuck? What the fuck? I'm tired. I'm tired of the 65-year-old men. Can I please get someone my age to hit me up like, hey, handsome, want to go on a romantic date and then get married 5 years? Yeah, for sure. Hey, handsome. I'm so over it. Grindr, don't download it. 0 out of 10 stars. I don't know. What did I have marked down for this? Oh, also having couples message me. Like, it'll be a guy and a girl, and it's like, they're like, hey, would you be willing to hook up with the boyfriend while the girlfriend watches? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? Are you kidding me? What? I'm sorry, I had in my bio, not interested in hookups. Which, honestly, if I'm not interested in hookups, why the fuck am I on Grindr? But I also have Hinge, I have Tinder. I've kind of given up on dating apps, though, because I really hate small talk. I genuinely can't do small talk. Even, like, if it's, like, for a friendship, small talk just kills me. I have my set friends. I have my friend of, like, 5 years who love dearest. Love you, Bree. Shout out. Shout out to Bree. I hate small talk, so I just can't imagine making new friends or, like, getting into a relationship through small talk because I just can't do it. It's too much for me. My little mind can't do small talk, okay? I'm not into that. I just want to wake up one day and be in a 5-year relationship and engaged and maybe have 3 more cats. That's it. That's all I want. Is that too much to ask for? Like, I hate it. I know I'm physically 19, but mentally I'm 35 and want to have a husband. What's the problem with that? Oh my god. Don't even get me started on how Grindr makes my body dysmorphia so fucking worse. Like, 90% of men and their profile pictures on Grindr is literally them shirtless. And it's not even like an average body shirtless. It's like men who are working out 40 hours a week, 7 days a week, and they have like these godlike bodies and they're posting them on Grindr for hookups. And there's so many men like this. Like, it's the gay standard, and I hate it. I love McDonald's. I love eating. I love food. I love not going to the gym. And also, I hate the gym. I get so incredibly uncomfortable at the gym, which I'll talk about a little bit more, but like, I just can't. I can't be one of those people. Yeah. And I guess our second topic is body dysmorphia, which I guess kind of correlates with Grindr, because Grindr is all about sex and hookups and whose dick's bigger. It's insane to me. I'm sorry, I'm being super, super energetic this episode, maybe because I just chugged 2 Dr. Peppers. Fucking love Dr. Pepper, by the way. Sorry, I need to take a fucking chill pill. Ooh. Breathe in, breathe out. Are we good? Are we recollected? I think we're recollected. Sorry about that. I just had to go on that quick Grindr rant because, first of all, fuck Grindr. Maybe just men. Maybe just fuck men. Maybe that's what Grindr's for, fucking men. I'm sorry. Okay. Our second, what the fuck did I just say? Our second topic is my body dysmorphia, which I feel like in the gay community is really a common feeling, even if you're skinny. I know I'm for sure not skinny. I also know I'm not like obese, but I'm not tiny. I'm not a size 0 fucking twink, you know? I think I really struggle with that because I can't imagine someone liking me, because it's becoming like such a standard in the gay community to be either fit or a skinny little twink who looks 12. Crazy, by the way, the dynamic between bears. Sorry, I know this is like gay lingo. Bears, like hairy older men, and twinks are like 20-year-olds who look like they're 12. it seems very predatory to me because I don't like the idea of being attracted to someone who looks younger, even if they are 20 years old. If you're like clean shaven, like a fucking prepubescent boy, it appalls me because you're trying to attract, like, kind of, I would say, a predator. It disgusts me, the gay community, and how deeply rooted it can be with perverted actions and perverted mindsets, and I hate it. I absolutely fucking hate it. I am so over body image issues because of social media and because of the gay community in itself. I can't speak for the entire LGBTQ community entirely, but in the gay community and gay dating is fucking stupid because of how strict people are with their types. Oh, only into masculine. Oh, only into twinks. Oh, I don't like fat people. What the fuck? You guys are no better than straight people. I thought we were better than this. Sorry. I know I keep yelling in the mic and I'm sorry, but what the fuck? Anyways, how y'all doing? Y'all doing good? I'm doing great. Yeah, that's where I stand. Oh, I think back on the topic of my body dysmorphia and not the gay dating scene. I have always, sorry, I just realized how fucking huge I look in the camera. Sorry about that. One of my core memories that led me to hate my body, there was this girl, I was going to give her a code name, but who the fuck cares? She's not in the public eye. There was this girl named Violet, in my middle school class, who during PE, she came up to me and she's like, I think you need a bra, fat ass. Out of the fucking blue, too. And to think I thought me and her were, like, friends during middle school. And even in high school, we kind of, like, were friends. But then she got pregnant. Not a surprise, by the way. But I'm literally in our English class. She was telling me how her boyfriend would cream her in the car. What the fuck? We are freshmen in high school and you're telling me this shit? I'm over here still building Legos at home. What the fuck? But you know, hoes gonna hoe. Hoes are gonna hoe. And that's okay. If you wanna... And I feel like, weirdly, mine and her dynamic was gay son and thought daughter. Like, basically, if someone asks you if you would rather have a gay son or a thought daughter, you're asking if you want to have me or her. The girl pregnant at fucking 15 years old, barely takes care of her fucking child. I do not care. Say, if you're the person listening and you know who Violet is, I don't fucking care. She put me through so much shit trying and putting me down for my body. I don't give a fuck anymore. I don't. I'm sorry. That sucks. Aw. Womp womp. Who cares? Who fucking cares? Normalize hating someone. Normalize being okay with other people not liking the same people that you like. Normalize it. Who cares? I like Ariana Grande. You don't like Ariana Grande because you think she's a homewrecker? Cool. That's fine. Maybe I won't agree with it, but who fucking cares? Normalize it. Normalize not liking everybody. And I feel like that's okay. Like, who cares? But anyways, my body dysmorphia has gotten so bad that at work, because I still work in retail, we have like these mirrors down the aisles where like people can like try on shirts and just kind of like look at themselves in the mirrors. And every time I walk past a mirror, I have to look away. Otherwise, I'm not even kidding, it will ruin my day. Like, I genuinely cannot look into a mirror without it ruining my day. Which sounds pathetic, and I know. In all honesty, it really is pathetic. I hate it. I'm not a fan of hating myself. Sorry, just one of my mics just like kind of started. I don't know. I don't understand it either. Honestly, if you were to come up and ask me, hey, why do you hate looking at yourself in the mirror? I think it's just because I'm looking at myself. And sitting in front of a mirror, being forced to look at myself, it's like torture to me. Even before and after getting into a shower, I have to avoid the mirror, which I'm so glad we have a bigger bathroom in my house, because otherwise, if the mirror was just there and I had to look at myself, I wouldn't be able to do it. I'm sorry. I get so uncomfortable seeing my body. It's insane. Which might be when I get my college money, because I get $3,000 every term I go to college. I'm probably going to start Ozempic, which, hate me or love it, hate me for it. I genuinely think it's going to be good for me if I lose the weight. And like I said earlier, I have problems with the gym. I've gone through 3 different gyms trying to lose weight. I've tried the gym. So don't come at me for like, hey, if you want to lose weight, go to the gym. I would love to. I would love to be the type of person who loves going to the gym, but I just can't. I have super bad anxiety that one of the times before going to the gym, I cried for an hour in my car before going in because I was so stressed about going in. And I don't know why. I have no idea why. But I'm sick and tired of being the way I am. Whatever. And if Ozempic fixes that, then it does. And I'm glad I took the easy way. I don't care. God. But yeah, that's why I'm tired of feeling trapped in my own body. So we're going to be doing Ozempic. Give it a few months and I'll probably start. $100 a week. Crazy, by the way. Crazy. That's $100 a week. But you know, worth it. If I'm going to be skinny, I'm going to be skinny and poor. I'd rather be skinny and poor than fat and rich. God, I need to get away from this topic. What was our third topic? Our third topic is watching influencers. Oh, so influencers, I would say, also are one of the reasons why I have such bad fucking body dysmorphia. My hair looks crazy right now. Sorry, I just realized that my hair looks a little bit wonky. I don't know what the fuck just happened there. These headphones, are really weird. They, shape my head weird. Anyways, watching influencers. So, YouTubers and TikTokers, I feel, primarily are A, attractive, or B, just really funny. Obviously, I'm pretty sure I go into the B category, but that's being pretty bold. Because I would not consider myself funny. But a lot of these influencers or YouTubers or TikTokers are just attractive human beings or what is the word? They're just attractive people. Sorry, I couldn't think of the word, but, and it sucks because 90% of them are, attractive or, stereotypically attractive, and I definitely don't fall under that category, and it sucks watching these, fine-ass men or women, post these videos on TikTok of them barely lip-singing to a fucking sound in, a dark lit room, and they're just and it gets 1 million fucking likes. It's insane to me, and I think I hate it most because I know I'll never have that. I understand the appeal to it, and I understand that they are attractive human beings, and I can appreciate that, but I don't think I can ever appreciate it 100% because that will never be me. I will never be the person to get 1 million likes on TikTok just for my looks, which is insane, and I understand that is whatever. People get luckier than others, people work for it more, and whatever, who cares? Not me. Maybe I care a little bit. And I think I hate being plus size. I'm doing air quotes if you can't see. If you're an audio listener, I'm doing air quotes. Plus size. I hate being plus size because, especially while trying to have a social media presence, especially with this podcast, where you can see me right now and you can know I'm not super skinny. Whatever, that's okay. I'm embracing that a little bit. I will say it is a little awkward for me to be on camera because I hate the way I look, and I'm looking straight into the lens instead of looking at the viewfinder. Because if I look at the viewfinder, I'm just gonna, I'll lose my energy, and I really will. And I think it's whatever. Okay. We have another topic. I have a lot of topics for today because I really wanted to just keep on going. Oh, so let's get out of this sad little depressed era, boy. Let's get out of my little rant of my body and continue on this influencer thing. So speaking of attractive influencers, I want to address my crush on Nicholas Sturniolo, aka Nick, aka the gay triplet, aka I don't know. I will say I have been watching the Sturniolo triplets more this past few months. I started this year in 2024, even though I know they've been around for a little bit longer than that, a few years I think. And I will say I understand the hype. They are really attractive. Again, no shame in saying that. They are really attractive. But I will say, if I had to choose any one of them to be the most attractive to me, it would be Nick. Nick is so baby girl. Nick serves every video. Nick, I don't know. I have such a crush on him. I will not lie. If Nick came out to me today and was like, hey, we should date, I'd be like, yeah, we should. Yeah, we should. You're right. You're so right. Yeah, we should. I feel like every week I have a new celebrity crush. And who cares? Sue me. Actually, I need to stop saying sue me. I feel like I've said sue me in every episode so far, even though this is only episode 2. Don't sue me. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I had more to say about Nick, but I feel like that was really it. Since we're talking about influencers, still, let's stay on the topic of influencers rather than me loving one. Honestly, still, Nick Sturniolo, if he somehow were to see this, I'd be so embarrassed, but who cares? Love him. I think he's good at what he does, and he's attractive. So, okay. Let's stay in the topic of influencers. Did you guys happen to watch the Tara Yummy and Vinny Hacker collab? The one where she's like stuck in a car with Vinny Hacker. I don't know, but I watched it, and the chemistry those two have, Vinny Hacker and Tara Yummy, is crazy. Like, Tara and Vinny, honestly, they look really good together. Not gonna lie. They're both fine as fuck. They're both big influencers now. I guess I don't like really saying the word influencer. I feel like influencer is like such a weird name for it. I feel like content creator. They're both really big content creators. Tara, beautiful specimen, by the way. She's so beautiful. Love Tara. Been watching Tara, Jake, and Johnny a lot recently. Love all three of them. Beautiful humans. Vinny Hacker, I don't really watch that much, but it's because I don't keep up with the TikTokers. I'm not keeping up with the TikTokers like the Kardashians, whatever. Who cares? Yeah. You cannot tell me that Vinny Hacker and Tara Yummy, you can't convince me otherwise that they didn't fuck at least once. There's no way. Like, I have zero proof, and I have zero evidence that they actually fucked, but you can't tell me otherwise. Like, there's no way. And if they haven't, then they need to. Because, what? If I can't have Vinny Hacker, then I want Tara Yummy to have him. Because they look so good together. I'm jealous. I'm a little jealous. A little bit. And that's okay. It's okay to admit when you're jealous, right? See? We're growing as humans. Oh my god. I'm losing interest in these topics so hard. I wrote down these topics today because I was like, I need to think about things I need to talk on the podcast because I really want to delve into the online outrage aspect of my online outrage podcast, like pop culture, trending topics, all that fun shabam. And I didn't really do that in the first episode because I was trying to be more like introducing me. But I really want to talk about like everything that's going on, like especially with there's more stuff going on with David Dobrik. Also, if you like David Dobrik still, what the fuck? Let's not get there yet, but I just am not a big David Dobrik person, and I was back when he was doing his like 4-minute and 20-second vlogs. Cool, I enjoyed those, but I was also like 13 at the time. So, what's a 13-year-old boy gonna like? Let's just move on to the Jake Shane TikToker. I saw him on the Canceled podcast, and I kind of delved into him a little bit. Jake, he just gives me the major ick. And something I figured out today solidified that ick for me. So, Jack, I think his name is his name Jack or Jake? I'm going to say Jake. Jake Shane was invited to the Grammys alongside with, I think it's Alexis Earl and Chris Olsen. And first of all, why the fuck are TikTokers at the Grammys? I mean, I'll be honest, if I was invited to the Grammys, if I was a TikToker, oh yeah, fuck, for sure. Fuck, for sure I'm going. I am sure for sure fucking going to the Grammys if I get invited. And that's for sure. I, like, no hate, but also a lot of hate. I don't really see how these TikTokers fit into the crowd, if that makes sense. Like, there was a big thing with, like, Billie Eilish being like, what are all these TikTokers doing here for? And I agree. Like, what the fuck are they there for? Like, other than to promote the Grammys, which, why the fuck does the Grammys need promoting on TikTok if all of these celebrities are there? If Billie Eilish alone is there, please believe I'll be watching. Billie Eilish, love her to death. Love Billie so much. God, anyways, so I saw Jake Shane on the Cancelled podcast, and I find him annoying, I will say. And I watched his TikToks about him like, oh, do this when pencil finds out the sharp or whatever. I don't fucking know. I don't know. He just is annoying to me. I can't explain it. And then today, I found out that Jake Shane and Alexis Earl were on a podcast talking about their friend, Apple. By the way, if you don't know, Apple basically is just David Dobrik. And they didn't want to announce that they were friends with David Dobrik, which honestly should be a red flag in itself, because if you can't say out loud in the public who you're friends with because you're afraid that the stuff that comes with them is going to be negative, then why the fuck are you friends with them? If you had to give David Dobrik a code name like Apple, then you probably shouldn't be friends with him, and you know that. If you know that you shouldn't be friends with someone and you still are, then I'm kind of questioning your ethics as a human. Especially since David Dobrik has basically almost killed people before, aka Jeff Wittick. What the fuck? How can people still support him and be his friend over all this time when it's literally been proven that he's a shit human? I don't get it. And they were like posting, I'm going to show you the clip, but they're just basically talking about how Apple, aka David Dobrik, like picked them up, whatever, and they're like showing them in the house, and you can see it's David Dobrik's house. Oh my god. You know what? I'm gonna play the clip for you guys because I want you guys to like hear what I'm talking about, because I can't explain it very well. So this is going to be, let's see if my other mic is on. Okay, this is going to be Jake Shane and Alexis Earl talking about Apple, aka David Dobrik, and them going to their house, or his house.
With another friend that we both have in common here.
Let's call him Apple.
Okay.
They piss me
Apple
off.
picked us up, took us out, and we went to Apple's house, and it was like...
Well, first we made a stop at another bar.
Yeah, we did.
Oh,
And
they were into so many bars.
Yeah, that wasn't that fun.
That one was short-lived.
That was a miss.
Then we went to Apple's house.
We went to Apple's house, which was the craziest house I've ever been to in my life.
Yeah, that was insane.
I was like, wait, what?
No,
like,
it's like,
it
actually,
was,
like, if
it
you're...
was like an arcade in there.
No, it's like if you could wake up and be like, I want this. Like, you guys, Apple had a fucking water fountain that dispensed fruit punch.
They piss me off. And if you know anything about David Dobrik, you know he has a water fountain that dispenses fruit punch. Way to be fucking subtle with it, right? Like, obviously they didn't really want people to know that it was David Dobrik that they're friends with. So why mention all these fucking things that clearly show that it's David Dobrik that they're talking about? Who knows? Beyond me. And also, like, people who are friends with shitty people, at least be public about it. Like, Jesus. It just goes to show how fucking gross a lot of these TikTokers and influencers are, that they can be friends with someone who blatantly almost killed somebody. Like, David Dobrik, and it's public. Everything about him is public that he's not a good human. So if you're an influencer, they're basically just clout chasing. 100% Jack and whatever the fuck her name is, Alexis. What the fuck? Who cares? They're just trying to clout chase, and that's all that is. It's only clout chasing, and if you think otherwise, and you think that David Dobrik is a good human, or he's reformed, he's done better, and he's doing this, no, he's not. No, he has not. David Dobrik is a bad human, and I don't care what you say about it. I am very strongly standing behind this opinion because I genuinely think of it as fact rather than as opinion. David Dobrik is a shit human, and it's a fact, not opinion. If you've almost killed somebody, like he did to Jeff, then you are a bad human. I don't care. God. And I think that's why I like Trisha Paytas so much, is because I understand her anger towards David because he exploited her the way he did. Using her as like the sex sells thing. And I understand at the time she was more so involved and predominant about her sex life. And good for her for proudly being open about that. And now she's a great mother, and now she's doing more better things with her life. But at the time, he was exploiting her as a character on his little vlogs. And don't even get me started on how the fucking old dude, Jason Nash, like, basically abused her. Like, the clip of him telling her not to eat that chicken nugget. Are you sure you need another chicken nugget? It just goes to show the dynamic of that group. And no wonder it's not together anymore. Because everybody in that group relied on David for clout. Everybody in that group basically was just there so they can get that clout from David and they get their own bag. And also, he was giving them cars. But also, when you give people cars, they have to pay the taxes for it. So like the homeless people, or like the people that he was giving cars that can't afford those cars, how are they going to afford the taxes on it? And I know damn well David Dobrik did not pay the taxes for the Jesus fucking Christ, sorry, I cannot speak. How he did not pay for the taxes for those things he gave away. And that's also my problem with Mr. Beast, because, like, is he paying the taxes for those things if he's giving them away? I'm going to guarantee probably not. And if he is, then I will give him a little bit more kudos to that. Good. Good, you did one thing fucking right. Not talking about Mr. Beast anymore, I'm talking about David Dobrik. Mr. Beast, I don't really have any problems with him. It's just, that's a whole different story. David Dobrik, at the end of the day, he's a shit human, and if you support him, I don't want to hear about it. support him silently because I do not want to hear about it. He's a shit human, and that's that. I just got so angry. I just got more angry than I have been in a long time because it's a strong subject, I will say, and I have nothing else to say about it. That concludes all my topics. I don't have any more. I think I need to start doing more topics in these videos because we're only at like 40 minutes. God. You guys, I appreciate you. I appreciate being here. I still have not, as of this episode, I still have not released the first episode of the podcast yet. And if you didn't know, we're on Spotify. I was talking to Spotify customer support the other day because I really wanted my podcast to be on Spotify. And for some reason, Anchor or the Spotify for podcasters wasn't working for me. So I had to contact customer support to get my podcast approved for Spotify. And the original name for this podcast actually was Everything Gay, because I thought about doing like a podcast about everything gay or whatever. Like, since I am a gay man, I do live a gay experiences every single day of my life. Every day of my life is a gay experience, if you will. And I had to change the name to Online Outrage, which I honestly am better with because it means I can talk about things that aren't just gay related. And I'm kind of proud of that happened because I cannot imagine talking about gay stuff every single day of my life. I live gay every day, so I don't really need to talk about it all the time. But yeah, I'm glad it works out that way. They did deny me multiple times when it came to the Everything Gay podcast. I changed the name a couple times, something gay. And then I decided that I was just going to completely revamp it. I recorded 2 episodes for Everything Gay, and it was like something about like a work crush, and then something about, I don't know, it was a completely different podcast and a different tone. It was very me testing the waters, and I'm okay with that. I'm glad I got to do that, but I'm also glad that it didn't work out the way it did, because I got to have this podcast, and I think it's more up my alley because it's doing what I want to do. I also had a YouTube channel where I was basically just reacting to Darman every day, and that was it. And I hated it. I absolutely, utterly hated it. But I got myself in this rabbit hole of reacting to Darman for 3 years and got like 3,000, no, it was almost 2,000 subscribers on YouTube. And I hated it. And in hindsight, 2,000 subscribers is not a lot because I had 66,000 on TikTok. But I deleted it all. And I'm starting over because I did not enjoy what I was doing, and I need to, if I want to pursue content creation, then I have to do something I enjoy. And that's what this is. Podcasting, whatever you want to call it, I'm enjoying it. And I'm glad. But yeah, I don't really know what else to talk about before we go. Also, with like interviews on the podcast, I set up now, I didn't do this in the first episode, but I set up where I'm able to call people instead of actually have to have them in person, which I would much rather have them in person, but I can also do phone calls now on the podcast, live on the show. So expect to see some more not more, I haven't done any yet, so expect to see a little bit of interviews, maybe just someone else on the show. I really want to interview someone or have like story times with other people. That's my goal. Yeah, I'm really excited for more to come, if you will. Anyways, I love you guys so much, and I really hope you enjoyed today's episode. I sure did. I enjoyed recording it. And I hope to see you guys in the next episode, episode 3. What's that going to be about? No idea. I'll see you guys then.